This episode of The Horror Basement is brought to you by Moon Cineplex, located at 3445 Lebanon Pike, Hermitage, Tennessee. For more information, go check them out at fullmooncineplex.com. The Horror Basement, the Tennessee Horror News Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Johnny Leroy, and as always, we got our horror expert here,
Jim Jam here. What's up, guys?
Yeah, so guys, I just want to give a little context to this podcast. Is we got to go on location to the Full Moon Cineplex and to interview Tony Moran. It was the first time that we got to go somewhere to do an interview. We were sitting next to him while he was giving autographs, so we had to pause and go as people come up. So if it sounds a little bit different, that's why, and I just wanted to make sure that people understood that, and it's a really good interview, so I hope you guys enjoy.
Yeah, check it out, please. Awesome.
And here we go.
I'm laughing because I just laugh.
Today on the podcast, we got Tony Moran, actor Michael Myers.
Hello there.
He's the one that played Michael Myers as the face of Michael Myers, correct? Is that what you'd say?
Yeah. Michael Myers, the face of Michael Myers, the 1978 movie Halloween by John Carpenter. Yeah.
Yeah, he said yeah. So, you were in the one scene, correct? Is that how it went?
Yeah, I started from the choking all the way to the end. Yeah.
And from that one scene, you jumped onto as the face of Michael Myers, and you've constantly been this face for going on close to 30, 40 years.
40 years.
40 years. What's that like for you, knowing, when people see you, they think of Michael Myers?
Bizarre.
It's still bizarre after this long.
Yeah. It's like the most humbling thing in the world, because the way I looked at it, man, was that, I figured 1 or 2 weeks in the drive-in,
yeah,
and that piece of crap nobody would ever see again,
Yeah,
of crap. They never used it was the first horror movie they used a mask in, you know? And the original name of the movie was called The Babysitter Killer, but they didn't want to use that, so they turned it to Halloween. And when my agent told me about the interview and she said it's a horror movie, low budget, called Halloween, I thought that was about the corniest thing I'd ever heard in my life. How stupid. Oh, wow, a horror movie called Halloween. Woo, scary, But, yeah, it just blew up,
Did you know John Carpenter at the time, though?
No.
You didn't know his name at all, so
no.
It's just so you go
I didn't even know
I
didn't even know who Jamie Lee Curtis was.
Yeah, see, well, I don't think anybody did, though. That was her first film, so, nobody really knew who she was. Her mom.
Yeah, well, that's how she got the film,
Yeah, see, so,
You want to hear the story, man?
Yeah.
My agent,
Let's hear it.
I'm sleeping on a couch at my buddy's place, a typical starving actor guy at 21 years old, And I'm have you heard this story?
No, but keep going.
And I'm in an acting workshop, taking myself pretty seriously doing Shakespeare and shit, Romeo and Juliet and stuff like that,
Oh, yeah.
And my agent calls me up, and she goes, hey, man, because I'd known her for 10 years, She was my little sister's agent as well. And she goes, hey, man, I'm really sorry it's been so slow, in the industry for your age and your type, and to go out on interviews because it was slow, right? And she goes, but I got this low-budget $350,000 horror film called Halloween. And Jamie Lee Curtis is in it, and you play some psycho. That's all she knew. And I go, okay, well, who's Jamie Lee Curtis,
Yeah, really.
Now, can I use profanity on this show or not?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
So, because this is what I said to her.
Oh, yeah.
So she goes, yeah, she explained who she was. I go, who the fuck? I don't give a fuck. No, I'm not interested. I'm not interested because back then, in taking yourself seriously as an actor, if you do one wrong move, and if you get known, then you won't be able to do good shit, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, Tony Curtis, gently, whatever, man. She was 20 years old when I was 21. She's a year younger than me. So I said, no, thank you, even though I was broke. And she goes, well, look it. Donald Pleasance is in the movie. And I go, you're out of your fucking mind. There's no way Donald Pleasance is doing this movie.
Yeah.
He's a classic British actor, Great Escape, 007. I mean, this guy's big time. And I go, there's no way he's doing this movie. She goes, no, I swear to God, he's in this movie. I go, Mary, please. There's no Donald, because I was a huge fan. She goes, I swear to God, he's in this movie. And I go, really? She goes, yeah, he signed the contract. He's in. I'm like, oh, shit. Because I really liked him, I'm like, God damn it. All right, whatever, So I agreed to go on this fucking interview, And that was on a Wednesday, she told me. And again, I got to preface this, she said that all she knew was I played a psycho. That's all she knew. So I go, okay. So she goes to interviews on Friday morning at 8:30 in Hollywood, and that was a Wednesday. So I thought, okay, I'd really like to be in a movie with Donald Pleasance, even though this is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
It's going to be a piece of shit, and I don't know why he's doing it. I'll give it my shot, So I didn't sleep and I didn't shower for 2 days, and I didn't drink any coffee, so I'd be as cranky as shit when I went on the interview, You want Psycho? I'll give you Psycho. Fuck, why not? So anyways, I go on the interview, and it's in a ghetto part of Hollywood. It's off an alleyway, and it's an upstairs room with a, a wooden staircase with powder blue painting. It was peeling off. It's just, I just pissed off. It just pissed off, yeah. So, I go, I knock on the door and I go in, and, there's a guy to the right, and he's sitting behind a desk, and he's clean cut, and he's got a suit on, and he's the producer, Erwin Blondes. And I go, oh, fuck, this is not so bad, Shake his hand, and he goes, yeah, this is my director. And he points across the room to this couch. This cat sitting on the couch, and he's got tennis shoes and jeans and a T-shirt and ponytail. He goes, this is my director. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm like, holy shit. And all they did was they chit-chatted with me for about 10 minutes. He didn't even explain the movie to me or anything. They just talked to me about all sorts of shit for, 7 to 10 minutes, whatever it was. And I split. I go home, and 4 or 5 in the afternoon, my agent calls me. She goes, oh, congratulations, you got the job. And I'm like, oh, whoop-de-doo, fuck, So, I didn't, my roommate at the time, the guy I was sleeping on the couch, his couch, he knew I did the movie. And the girlfriend at the time, she knew I did the movie. But everybody else in the workshop didn't know I did the movie, and my family didn't know I did the movie. And my friends, nobody knew I did. I didn't tell anybody because I was ashamed.
That ashamed of it?
Yeah, I was ashamed. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
So my little sister, she didn't know I did the movie until she saw me at a convention that she was doing. Also, my little sister, you know who my little sister is?
I don't know who she is. No.
She played Joni Cunningham on Happy Days.
What?
It's my little sister.
Oh shit.
So she doesn't talk to anybody in the family or anything like that, but she happened to be doing the same convention in New Jersey Chiller, which I'm sure you've gone to. Huge show. She found out when she went to the convention though. So it was my first convention I ever did, and she's there, and she's like, "What? you did that?" I'm like, "Yeah." And that's how. No, babe. I know. I'm just a homeboy, Yeah, and I had a big old line. She didn't have anybody,
Oh,
So, anyways, that's what happened, and I don't know if you have like scripted questions, but I got better stories than your questions. I guarantee you that.
We don't have.
I got stories up the ass, bro.
We don't have a script.
Okay, so you want to hear another one? Unless you want to fucking talk, bro.
Hey, go ahead. Take it over.
Give us
All right.
a funny one.
So I signed the you're going to get one right now. Yeah. So I signed the contract and give my agent my measurements, and and then I get my call date, the set date to go film. So I go into Hollywood on Orange Street where they filmed in Hollywood and Pasadena, but I filmed in Hollywood, and they told me the wardrobe chick's name, and so I go to the door and I knock on the door, and I go, I need to talk to. I'm Tony Moran. I need to talk to the wardrobe chick, or so and so, whatever her name was. I don't know. And they go, okay, we'll go get her. And she comes back and. Oh, hi, Tony. How you doing? Nice. I'm glad you made it. And she's got her coveralls, my coveralls, draped over her left arm, and she's got the airborne army boots hooked into her fingers, and in her right hand she had a mask and a jar of Vaseline.
Oh shit!
And she goes, "Here's your stuff,"
What the fuck?
And I swear this is a true story, man. And I point at the mask. I go, "What's that for?" Because remember, my agent said all she knew was I had to play psycho. She goes, "You got to wear this." I'm like, "What?" She goes, "Yeah, you wear this in the movie." I go, "I wear a mask in this movie?" Because now I'm thinking I'm doing a porno, right? Because I told you it's the next step, right?
Late 70s.
The petroleum jelly.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Oh yeah, don't worry. At the end of the movie, at the end of the scene, don't worry about it. Jamie's gonna pull the mask off. You get to see her face. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it." I'm like, okay, great, because I already signed the contract.
So you're fucked. You're in.
And I still can't believe that Donald Pleasance is in the movie. But I'll tell you why he was in the movie in a minute. It's a true story why he took the part. Yeah, and he wasn't the first pick. Christopher Lee and Vincent Price, and they went all down the line. He was like fourth or fifth pick. Yeah. Anyways, I said, "What's a jar of Vaseline for?"
Yeah, that's what I'm.
She goes, "Well, this mask is 100% latex. You want to put that in your hair because when she takes that mask off, it's like Velcro. It'll just tear your hair out without any Vaseline." I'm like, "Oh, great, awesome. And that's how that worked out. Yeah, Donald Pleasance. The only reason why he was in the movies, he was on his like fifth or sixth divorce. He needed the money.
No.
No, wow.
So, are we ready to go?
Yeah, we're ready. We're running.
So here's what happens, right? So I finished filming and all that shit, and I don't tell anybody I do it.
That's a fucked
So
up.
that was in April. So in August, I'm living with this chick now that was in my acting workshop, this English chick, and I get this thing in the mail, and I open it up, and it's an invitation to go to the premiere for the cast and crew of Halloween. And I thought that was the most hilarious thing I ever heard in my life. I thought, oh my God, are you out of your mind, And I took the invitation and I threw it away.
Oh shit.
Never went.
Wah, wah, wah.
Never went.
Did anybody ever ask you why you didn't go? Like
No.
any of the crew? No.
No.
Nobody gave a fuck. They
No, I
didn't
wasn't in contact with anybody.
care. Oh, so you
No.
just after filming that you just said
Later.
Yeah,
That's never gonna
it would
be
be in a
anything.
drive-in for like a week or two, and nobody would ever see the movie again. I mean, that's how I thought about it. It was so stupid.
that's
Halloween and a mask. I mean, what?
Yeah,
it's
because wasn't
dumb.
the idea like you said it was babysitter killer, but the idea was let's put this around a holiday.
Yeah.
So we'll put it around Halloween.
Yeah,
And that way more people will come and see it.
yeah. I guess.
Which it was filmed in the spring
Yeah, in
or
in
summer,
L.A.
and in LA with the trees are all
Yeah,
green and
yeah.
and so it's just kind of like what the fuck.
Right.
I can see where you're coming from on that though.
Right.
On how the hell is this?
Well,
gonna
here,
take
you
off?
know what happened was how I saw the movie was, back then in the old days, there was no Blockbuster or Netflix or
No.
On Demand or any of that shit, right? So if a movie was really popular and good, or both, or either one, it'd be in the theaters for about a year because that's the only way
damn.
you could keep seeing it. That's the only way you
Year.
could see it. Oh yeah, a year.
Wow.
And after about 5 or 6 months, I noticed that this movie was still playing in the theaters. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it, what in the world? And before I even saw it, I saw, like in Westwood, which is near Beverly Hills and stuff, these billboards on Sunset Boulevard, of, Halloween with the Michael Myers face. I'm like, what?
And this is all year long.
This is something weird is going on here,
Never expected.
But I saw it play. I swear to God,
You're
babe.
just busy surfing.
Yeah, I was
You're like,
dying.
I don't have time for this.
Yeah. It's like, so I'm like, I go to my girlfriend. I go, have you noticed that this fucking movie's still playing? She goes, yeah. I go,
It's doing great.
well, you want to go see it? And she goes, yeah, sure, why not? You know? So we go. In North Hollywood, we go see the movie. And, you know, the place is packed, you know, and there's, you know, the movie's starting to play, and everybody's like, run, look out, you know, all that shit, you know, screaming at the theater, you know, the screen, you know. And about, I don't know, halfway through or so, somewhere around there, I turned to her and I go, you know, this movie's pretty good. And that's how I saw the movie.
Damn.
That's a good story.
But,
This
you know,
is actually pretty decent.
but, you know, I wasn't real far off. Here's technically how the movie exploded. The movie got released into podunk theaters across the country. You know, small towns and shit.
Yeah.
Back then, there was a real famous film critic on network TV, either NBC or CBS or ABC. I can't remember which channel, but he was very famous. His name was Rex Reed. Very famous film critic. He happened to see the movie. And on TV, network TV, when there was no cable, you know,
Yeah.
he went, this movie's awesome.
Yeah.
That's how
shit.
it blew up. That's the only reason it blew up.
It's interesting.
I doubt that.
So when you seen yourself, though, in the movie, how did you feel about seeing yourself in it?
Oh, I hate watching myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't like that.
That's what a lot of actors say, though. They don't watch their films, or they hate seeing themselves.
Well,
in it.
here's the deal.
You critique it, or
Well, I'm going to answer you in a minute. Here's what happens. I already did the goddamn role. I don't need to watch it again.
yeah, okay, I got you.
Sometimes I get tired of Tony Moran, you know what I mean?
So after that, like from what I've read, you took 30 years off or so. Is that what? Or you took quite a time off? Is
Jesus
that-
Christ, dude, I'm not 80 years old, dude. I didn't take 30 years off, bro.
No, I mean, but
No, I acted.
I mean, like in the 80s.
I acted till I was in my early 30s, and then I got so tired of
okay.
the assholes in Hollywood, I split. I just
okay, because from
and I went
what read,
underground.
it's
You
totally
couldn't.
different.
You couldn't find me if you tried. I went so far underground you couldn't find me. Yeah.
Oh, so you just got tired of the whole scene and just like,
Yeah, but I kept seeing all these Halloween movies coming out. I'm like, what? What the world's going on here? Halloween 18? What? You know what? Are you kidding me? You know?
so what did you think about the remake?
I didn't see it.
You don't watch any of them then. You watched the first one and that was it.
Well, let me put it to you this way. Let's say some cat came up to you and go, hey, man, you know, you're pretty interesting. I want to make a movie about you. I want to do your life story, bro. Except we're not going to really use you. We're going to use somebody else. And we're going to change it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's your life story. How would you feel about that?
Yeah, it'd be kind of fucked up.
Yeah. That's how I think.
My life story would be really boring though.
Doesn't matter. They want to make a movie about your life
Yeah, it would
story.
be fucked up.
Whatever your opinion on is of your life is not the point.
That's
you know?
true. Yeah.
And I'm a zombie fan. He does movies and music. Big fan. Love some of his shit a lot. And I met him. But it's just no
I
thanks.
watched it.
Yeah,
It's alright.
it's different.
Okay, it's
I don't know.
entertaining.
It's like I like his wife. She's a great actress.
Yeah.
So she's crazy as hell, but it wasn't. You know, it was a completely different movie.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
it's like watching an entirely different movie. They
Totally
should
true.
have just named it a different movie.
I still prefer the older slasher movies, though. They're
Yeah.
the best.
How's it going, pal?
Nothing like it.
On top of the world, man.
That's right. The fan film that's being made.
Yeah, that'll never be made.
Is that never be made? Like, aren't they on Kickstarter or something like that, trying to get it funded? And they said
Exactly.
Didn't they say that he was?
Exactly.
They said that you was going to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if it gets made, you're like, yeah, hell yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
But you don't think it's ever going to.
I
get
did
made,
a little. I did a promo for them for the Kickstarter and shit, which they had to pay me, of course, because I've learned my lesson.
So. Yeah.
These people, you know, they'll ride me and as much as they can for free, but you know, anyways. And God bless these guys. I hope they make it, but I doubt it.
Yeah.
I doubt it. Yeah.
There's a lot of people trying to make films out there on Kickstarter and just get it.
Nothing wrong with that either, man. It's great, but I just doubt if it'll get made.
Because the
It
indie
takes a lot of
horror
money.
movement, that's where, I mean, a lot of the good horror films, though, are coming out of the indie horror films instead of these major budget films that are bombing and they just suck. Hit theaters because they got a big budget.
Yeah.
Did you ever?
PG-13.
Yeah, big PG-13 horror films.
I don't. If
they
it
were real
says
scary.
PG-13, I don't even. I'm like, oh wow,
not
the
even
preview
worth
was
it.
awesome,
No.
and
Not
then I'm
even
like,
worth it.
what the fuck?
Yeah, it's like, I don't even want to see that if it's not.
It's not even worth
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
because you're not going to
Yeah.
get to see what you want to see. It's like, let's bring
Even
the kids
R,
in.
you're not guaranteed
It's still
tits,
not.
ass, and murder.
Right.
Like you're not
Tits, ass,
guaranteed.
Those are
and
the
murder.
parts.
It has to be R-rated nudity next to it.
Right.
Pisses me the fuck off.
You know, they have to have definitions now. You're going to see 12 tits.
12 kids.
One titty.
And there's going to be
He's got it
the
down.
word fuck is going to be said about 38 times in this movie. I mean, you're going to have definitions, coming up.
That'll
where
be
it's
fucked
gonna,
up,
you know,
though.
Yeah.
It's like, we can't say the word fuck, but we're going to put it on TV and say that there's 38 fucks
Right.
in
You
this
say
film.
pussy on TV now, though.
Okay?
Thanks to Donald Trump. Everyone says it.
Oh, well.
Grab her by the pussy.
God damn.
Shoot.
That's fuck. Fuck me up on
Y'all
that one.
shouldn't have had me sit next.
That's
Just
fine.
saying. Love it.
So in your time away from acting, what'd you do?
It's my daughter. Oh, when I split from acting? It's not really important.
Okay, no, that's fine.
It's, white collar, blue collar, bunch of collars,
Do you have anything that you're working on right now that you want to talk about?
Not this minute, no. I mean, I filmed earlier this year on a film for a production company I've worked for a few times.
Right.
But, no, not really.
So what about Death House?
Oh, yeah, Death House, that's right.
How'd
I
that
just,
go?
I just don't
I
think,
don't
I just
think.
don't think about shit. You
Yeah.
know? It's just not my style, Rick. You're Rick, right? Robert.
Robert.
Mr. Suitor.
It's just not my style. Yeah, Death House has got everybody, there's anybody from horror in it. Yeah.
Yeah, we interviewed Harrison Smith on that, and he's adamant about horror fans and how they need to be smarter in that for that film, because it's going to be a different type of horror film.
Yeah, I don't know. I did a scene with Kane Hodder, and that's all I know about the film.
That's all that's used in it, the one scene.
Yeah, that's it, man.
That's a fair review. It's like, you don't fucking know.
And I hand him a mask.
Oh, really?
Of somebody we're going to kill, yeah.
Always a
So I
mask, though.
didn't read the whole script. I
You only
don't
read your
even
part.
know if it was sent to me. I have no idea. Just what time you would need me, man. What do you want?
What do you...
You do this shit in my sleep.
That's good.
I think I saw a promo picture of that. You're in
Yeah.
a suit or something?
No, I'm in a jumpsuit for jail, but not a suit. Yeah. But I did do not a suit, but a sports coat and a shirt for another movie.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, I played a mafia don in that one.
You
Don
look like a
Don
mafia
Cabucci.
Don Caboose.
Corbucci.
See?
Put on an accent, New York, Boston accent and stuff.
Hey!
That was a great shoot. We did this we did the shoot at a restaurant in Boston, in South Boston, and I'm like this big mafia don there, right? And I got a bunch of guys under me that work for me, and we shot it at a restaurant. So there's all these tables and these booths, right?
Yeah.
And we pretty much finished doing. I finished doing my thing. And my friend Dave Sullivan, who's the producer, he comes up and he goes, "Hey man," he points over to a booth and he goes, I can't remember his name. He goes, "He wants to meet you." I'm like, "Okay, sure, whatever." I mean, me, man, I'm, you can tell I'm like everybody's, I'm like right here. You can approach me anytime you want, And I go, "Yeah, sure." He goes, "Yeah, but here's the deal, man." And he's a little guy, and it was a booth that was up against the wall, right? So how he was sitting up against the wall in the booth, and somebody was sitting next to him. So he's not getting out, And he goes, he's a real gangster from Southie. I'm like, what?
Yeah, what? Fuck.
And he was an older guy, and he was wearing a suit and a hat, and and I'm like, you mean like a real guy?
Yeah, that's.
And he goes, yeah, like a real guy.
That's exactly how
I go, what is he doing here, man? He goes, he heard that you were doing this, and he wanted to meet you. I'm like, all right.
That's wild.
So I walk over there, and I lean over the table. I had to lean over, because he's against the wall.
Yeah.
And I grab his hand, and I go, it's really an honor to meet you, And he goes, I really like your voice.
Okay.
Because I put on an accent,
Oh yeah.
Boston. He knows I wasn't from there. I'm
Can
from
you do
LA.
it? Oh, come on.
I don't think I can do it right now.
I can't do shit. I always end up Indian.
Not right now. I couldn't do it
I can
right
only
now.
do. I end up British.
I
get-
shop with the boss man.
I got too many things going on in my head right now. I can't really concentrate on that.
What film was that?
What was the name of that?
The movie I was in.
What was the name of that movie? I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head right now. Whenever you want me, honey. So anyways, yeah. That was fun. That was a fun time. Yeah, what else you need, man?
Any story you want to tell?
Oh, I
We'll take any
take
story.
it all night, man. It'd take all night. My
got
whole
some good
life is a
stories,
story, dude. Well, I was an altar boy when I was a kid.
Oh, well, that was. I don't know if that was ended well. I don't know about that story.
Sounds like an awesome beginning for an awesome story.
Yeah.
There's a
I don't know.
reason behind it.
That'd be a good
So,
altar boy. Was that,
yeah, that's a long story, man. That's a long story.
Usually when people start that story, though, it don't end well.
Yeah. No, it ended real well. Yeah, because I was forced to go to a Catholic school. Yeah, it didn't end well for me, yeah. Being an altar boy was cool. It was cool. You want to know why?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Why is it? Yeah, I think
Okay,
everybody's wondering that now.
here's how I look. I was forced to go to this Catholic school. And I mean, if anybody should not be going to Catholic school, it's me. And my parents gave the nuns and the principal and the whole school, permission for corporal punishment on me,
Yeah.
Meaning that nuns can beat the shit out of me anytime they want, right? Which, well, there was a story in 7th grade, but that's a whole different story. It was a great story, though. I don't know if I'll get to that or not, but whatever. So, I become an altar boy in 7th. You can't be an altar boy until 7th grade. And the reason why I did it, hey, man. And the reason why I did it is I'm sitting in class one day, and the nun goes, "Who wants to be an altar boy?" And I'm like, sure, I'll do it, because they had, they served wine in the back. They had wine in the back. Remember the Boone's Farm thing? Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
So,
I went into church and drank the wine. My
yeah,
grandpa was a
no, for
priest.
sure.
Like,
Why
who
not?
didn't?
Yeah, why not?
Duh.
And then they go, "Who wants to sign up for funerals?" And I'm like, I'm in. I'm in. Because when you do funerals, you get out of 2 classes on Tuesday and 2 classes on Thursday.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I don't have to deal with the bitch nuns during that time, So, I was like one of the only ones. But where I went, the school I went to, I was in Universal City near Hollywood, so all the big stars went to that church. So the big thing was, which I heard, a year or 2 before and all that, was you want to do the funerals because even though it's for some people it's morbid, not me. I was like, well, you're dead. You're not there anymore. You're fucking gone.
Yeah.
It's just a shell, but you get good tips. So all you got to do is act forlorn and sad and shit, and these bitches would give you $5, tip. And that's why I did it.
That's fucking awesome.
I just didn't
That's
go to
pretty
school.
awesome.
I
Yeah.
like that.
I didn't have to go to. No one
I was
cared.
not.
Yeah, I went there 8 years, almost 8 years, and there's a cop right across from me, but I think I'm cool. I think
Yeah.
He's a cool
Statue
guy.
of
Statue of Liberty, yeah, it's gone.
He's a cool
Yeah.
police
But
officer.
I got caught in March of my last year after 8 years going to that dumb ass school, taking drugs, and so I got kicked out. Yeah,
You?
No.
Can you
Anybody?
imagine?
Never.
Like,
Can you imagine?
Anybody?
Yeah, that's true stories. I know, crazy, huh?
Great
Those
stories.
are good, man.
No,
Awesome
I'm telling you, I was not a shy guy. Still not. And I just figured, I'm doing my own thing,
So
I did.
How'd you get into the acting career though? Like,
Well,
that
my
part
little,
of-
what happened was my parents had a Christmas party when I was 9 years old and my little sister was 5. And one of their friends happened to bring an agent.
Oh, yeah.
And the agent, they came, saw my little sister and me, and said to my parents, because she was an agent for kids, that was her specialty.
Yeah.
And she said, "Man, these two kids would blow it out. They'd blow the roof off shit." So that's how we got into it. And my little sister and I did our first commercial together as brother and sister, as a matter of fact.
Oh, hell.
And we did a big budget commercial for this guy that was really famous for doing big budget commercials. His name was Lee Lacey. And this asshole said he flies us to 3 different states to find the right hill with the right snow to do one shot. And it's a 30-second commercial, right?
That's
Yeah, no, it's
That's
fucked up.
yeah, that's really fucked
And
up.
I was 9, so
Yeah.
when I came back, I said, "I ain't doing this shit. I'm
Yeah.
out." But my little sister was only 5, so she didn't know any better. Yeah, And then when I was like 19 and a half, 20 years old, I'm like, well, I'm certainly not going to college. I'm not college material, And I was drafted by the Angels out of high school at second base, but I tore up my knee, so that got screwed up. And I thought, well, what the hell am I going to do? Well, I'll just be a deadbeat actor. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll
you have the
do.
face for it.
I know, right?
Oh, that's fucked up.
Right?
I mean, look at him. He looks like one
That's
of those
fucked up.
tiger beat fucking dudes.
I know, right?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, he probably banged so many girls with that. And still, but
Spot on. He got really quiet on that one.
No comment. That's fucked up.
No, I was running this reel in my head of my past. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like going through the reel.
All right, guys. That's Tony Moran. We greatly appreciate you doing this interview.
Hey,
with
thanks
us.
for
It's
having me here, man.
Amazing.
Thank you very much.
Yes, it's amazing.
No, thank you, man. Thank you for taking the time. I mean, this is a hassle for you guys to set up all this stuff. I understand.
It's a pleasure.
You taking the time
But I
out was
appreciate
worth
it.
the hassle.
Good stories, huh?
I'm sure Agent
That's
Sutter over there
about
enjoyed
this
the,
much of what I got. I got.
Sutter enjoyed
I got
the
a
interview.
shitload
He got
more,
something to
man.
watch. He got something to do.
I just some you know how it's, I don't know if you guys understand this. I'm sure Ginger does, and probably you too, Robert. Maybe not very much, but maybe, or you guys. Sometimes in life, you did something, and you look back and you go, that doesn't necessarily mean negative or positive. You just go, wow, I was involved with that.
Yeah.
Or I did that. And I got my whole life's like that,
Yeah, same.
That's true.
Heyo.
Because I'm just not scared of shit, I'm just not
Way to
scared
be.
of shit, Right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, enjoy life, I mean, like, really, like, experience it, Like, if you're shy and quiet, man, you miss out.
Well, that's when I was back in junior high and high school. Now
Yeah.
it's kinda like,
It's like your cherry gets broke, right? And you just go, fuck it, man, fuck it. I was like that.
Cherry has
I was like that in 7th grade. It's like, fuck it.
screw it, you only live once.
That's right.
All right.
YOLO.
Yeah, you ain't coming back. And if you do, you won't remember.
Hey, we appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you,
Thank
man.
you so
guys
much.
are great.
Thank you.
Thanks for the T-shirt.
Oh yeah. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed that. We'd like to thank Ben and Stacey Dixon for that opportunity to allow us to come up to the Full Moon Cineplex and to do this interview. And as always, we hope that you comment on our videos, or if you did like it, comment on the video, or even right now we got it on, trying to get it on multiple sites. So
Yeah, but right now for sure we have it on iTunes, SoundCloud, and YouTube, of course. But looking to go to Google Play, Stitcher Radio, and iHeartRadio.
yeah, so we hope you like this content, and if you want to hear more from us, always follow us.
And also check out our Patreon, please.
Yeah, we're trying to get into video, but this was going to be our first video podcast, but we decided not to do that because of, getting the opportunity to interview Tony Moran was pretty badass. He's a really cool guy. Actually, he's probably one of the most mellow dudes around. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
so if you ever get a chance to meet this man, definitely don't be shy. Walk up to him, say hi, because he will be more than happy to shake your hand and to talk to you. Yeah. Really great guy, and we'd like to thank him too as well. That's all I got.
Yeah.
Peace.
We love you.